where it touched the ground. What? I'm scared. I thought we were just having a chill kind of Shabbat service. But really, you're an evil... Where it goes.
Do you have it in there? You might not even have it in here. No, it'd be earlier. It would be in sheer joy. Oh yeah, you got it.
Okay. Are we starting with that?
No. We're starting with Yedi Matov, and then Yedi Nefesh.
I want to check keys with you when you're ready.
On those two?
On those two.
Okay.
Okay, so wait, where do you want it?
Well, let's see if Isaac is leaving. Yay!
You got it? Great.
She starts here.
Me. record so I can transpose it quick.
Might be a little high. Let's see how it feels.
So, do I just go?
Yeah.
Do I have to sing? Do I sing it?
You
Or?
sing it unless you don't want to.
I'll try this.
Okay.
You got it, kiddo.
Would you rather read it and then we sing it afterwards? Yeah? Okay.
And is that an okay key for you?
He says he'd
Rabbi?
rather read it and then sing it afterwards.
Okay, so you want to just read it and then sing it afterwards?
And do you want to just read the first paragraph? How much of it are you reading? How much did you? No rata hila
I
ose
don't
felet?
know. Sure, I'll read. Yeah.
Yeah?
Okay.
I mean, you can read it all, right?
Actually,
Yeah.
no. Wait, hold on 1 second, Jonah. I want to practice Vishamru with you.
And so am I just gonna read this and nobody else?
Just you. Yeah. Okay. All right, and then Jonah. Let's
It's this one, right?
Vishamru. Yep.
You tell me.
Oh, we have a stool. Hold on.
Hey, are you calling me short?
No, I want you to read the microphone.
And the microphones.
When I was doing the spelling bee, a kid said, I bet he's too short for the microphone.
Ellen, there's
On
chairs
stage.
here. Is that do the
Dude,
kids are
that's
they
not
supposed to be
cool.
up here?
Yeah.
Not cool.
In the past have been up here, but we have more than 10 kids.
Right.
There are only about 10
They put up 8 chairs.
That's awkward.
Yeah.
Okay, then no.
Listen.
Yeah.
Listen. You can boogie oogie oogie till
Oh,
you
I
just
know.
can't boogie no more.
Okay.
Shamru, B'nai Yisrael, et HaShabbat, V'aseh et HaShabbat b'dorotam b'rito.
Then we'll do it together.
Shamru, B'nai Yisrael, et HaShabbat, V'aseh et HaShabbat b'dorotam b'rito.
And then are you gonna ready to do the baby part?
I don't understand the words.
Great. I'm gonna lead that part, and you're just gonna do burrito through burrito lam, okay?
Okay, yeah.
Then
And
I'll
are
do
you happy with this key?
B'nai Yisrael. No, take it down. We don't need it up there. Yeah.
I think I can.
B'sham, B'nai Yisrael. That's better. Great.
Don't make me play guitar in your head.
Okay, you're good. Great.
You're hired.
Are there any other questions, people?
There's so many questions out there.
Hashmi Nainu, you're reading it first, right, Isaac? Yes. I will tell you. It's going to be after all the prayer is done, and then that comes after.
But the rabbi will call you up. Don't worry. You feeling good? Feeling ready? Okay.
Okay. You want to practice reading? Sure. Scooch over towards the microphone. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah.
Hashkivenu, Adonai Eloheinu, L'Shalom.
Is this on? Turn it up. Keep going.
Hashkivenu, Adonai Eloheinu, L'Shalom V'Hamadenu, Shemarenu, L'Chaim, Ufros, Aleinu, Sukkot, Shalamecha, Victenu, B'Yetzet Tova, Milfinecha.
Awesome. Beautiful. And then you're going to stop there? Mm-hmm. Great. And so then when you're done, you can go and sit down,
Okay.
and then we'll sing
Check
it.
1, 2.
Okay?
Okay.
Does that feel good? Okay. Awesome. I will call you up by name.
You using the handheld today?
No. Unless you, yes, maybe.
Okay. Can I have a check?
Want me to go back now?
You can. Yes, Isaac. Ooh, it's going to die. Check 1, check 2.
Okay.
Check 1, check 2. You want to turn it down? Is it okay? Woo.
Yep.
Boop, boop, boop.
Announcements are here. They're right here. Do you want them now? Well, you know, Kathy always prints out the outsides and then Michigan and the announcements. So we always have a hard copy. Always have a hard copy. Fancy meeting you.
Wednesday. We might need to come back down. I'll try to stand back, but
You know what was weird? I didn't do anything different. But it was muted. The mains was this was on mute,
that's weird.
and you could still hear it.
Oh, is that coming through the monitor?
Where's the monitor?
I don't know.
Okay. You want to turn it up?
That's why. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Good to see you all this evening. We're here to celebrate Shabbos first and foremost. And we have these magnificent service leaders from our 4th grade class who are going to get up and lead different parts of the service. Some of them are reading, some of them are singing, but the invitation is for all of us just to participate with open hearts in this prayer experience. Some of them are offering a little bit of Torah teaching. It's going to be wonderful to have these young leaders this evening. Let's start with Hine Matov, how wonderful it is to be here in community together. But it really starts with na na, not Hine Matov. Na na, na 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 na, na na na. Hine matov u'banaim, shevet achim achim gam yachad. Hine matov u'banaim, shevet achim achim gam yachad. Na na, na 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 na, hine matov u'banaim, shevet achim achim gam yachad. Hine matov u'banaim, shevet achim achim gam yachad. Na na, na 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 na, na na, na, na. So the purpose of these class Shabbatot is not a performance, is not for our students to feel like they're getting up to be perfect and to perform something that people are critiquing. It's for them to get onto the bima and experience what it's like to be on the bima. That's it. To lead us in prayer, to stand in front of a microphone with people who love you on Shabbat, all that are steps towards becoming B'nai Mitzvah in our community. So each time you come onto the bima, it's just great practice for how to feel comfortable leading prayer. That's what you're doing this evening. So you're going to come up. Some of you are reading, some of you are singing, all of you are just leading us in prayer. Some are solo, some are in groups, all just participating and leading the service. And our first group of people that are going to be leading us in prayer are our candle lighters this evening. Abigail Levine, Taylor Lesky, and Hannah Weiner, come on up. So you're going to lead over there, and Ellen's going to go with you. Ata Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Thank you so much. One of my favorite teachings is about why we cover our eyes when we light the candles. So normally, with most of our other blessings, the order, you all must know this, is you say the blessing and then you do the action. So for example, you say hamotzi and then you eat the bread, right? Or you say Kiddush and then you drink the wine. But the candles are complicated because you're saying the blessing over the light. So what you do is you light the candles and then you cover your eyes, and it's like you're tricking yourself a little bit. And then you say the blessing and then you open your eyes, and the blessing is fulfilled by looking at the light that you lit. It's like you have to kind of sneak in through the back door of the blessing. And a lot of our traditions like that, of our actions, have to do with kind of how do you fulfill the order of how things are supposed to go. And that's one of my very favorite ones. We're in Mishkan Tefillah, if you're in our blue books. We're going to turn to page 128 to Yedid Nefesh. Isaac Gus is going to come forward. He's going to read Yedid Nefesh for us in the Hebrew, and then we're going to sing it together after he's done.
Yedid Nefesh av harahaman mishoch avdha el ritzonecha yarutz avdha kmo ayam yishtahaveh El mul hadarecha.
Beautiful, Isaac. Yasher Koach. We're going to sing it together. You can go have a seat. This is one of my very favorite introductions into Shabbat. This idea of leaping towards Shabbat. We can't wait to get into Shabbat. The week is over. Our hearts are exploding with excitement that we made it to Shabbat, like a deer leaping over the hills. And so we sing these beautiful words that Isaac just introduced. Yedid nefesh avarahaman, Yedid nefesh avarahaman, meshoch avdecha, el ritzonecha, meshoch avdecha, la 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 la, el ritzonecha. heard one of our students before our service say, "I'm so excited." That's how I feel every week on Shabbat. My kids wake up on Friday morning, is it Friday? Is it Shabbat? Did we make it? That's how we feel every week. I'm so excited. We're going to turn to 131, bottom of the page, 4 lines up from the bottom of 131. Ya'aloz Sadai. The forests are excited that it's Shabbos. The trees are excited. The earth is excited because it rained today. They're excited that it's Shabbos. Ya'aloz Sadai v'chol asher bo. Ya'aloz Sadai v'chol asher bo. Ya'aloz Sadai. Ay, 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 ay. Ya'aloz Sadai v'chol asher bo. Ya'aloz Sadai. Ay, 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 ay. Az yiralelu kol hatzeir. Az yiralelu kol hatzeir. Az yiralelu kol hatzeir. Az yiralelu kol hatzeir. Ya'aloz Sadai v'chol asher bo. Ya'aloz Sadai. Ay, 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 ay. Ya'aloz Sadai v'chol asher bo. Ya'aloz Sadai. Ay, 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 ay. Az yiralelu kol hatzeir. Az yiralelu kol hatzeir. Az yiralelu kol hatzeir. Az yiralelu kol hatzeir. Ya'aloz Sadai v'chol asher bo. Ya'aloz Sadai. Ya'aloz Sadai v'chol asher bo. Ya'aloz Sadai. Ay, 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 ay. You're sounding very good this evening. All right, we're going to move to 138 and 139 for the Chadodi. You know, our service is meant to be done just as the sun is setting and night is coming. And we're a little past sunset, but the idea is to catch this transition, to catch the moment that the week of school, the week of whatever happened to you is just fading away, and the weekend and Shabbat and whatever it is that you have coming is arriving. So we're supposed to kind of catch that wave of what was before and what's coming next. And really, L'Chadodi is this moment of crossing over that bridge into Shabbat, this magical moment of saying, I can take a breath and let that go, and I can take an inhale and receive whatever it is that's going to happen this weekend. Maybe you're going to do something beautiful with your family. Maybe you're going to be in nature. Maybe you have a birthday party. Maybe you're just really excited in this exact moment to be leading services for us. But whatever it is, we use the Chadodi to say goodbye to last week, hello to this moment. And this is the text we use. We're going to do verses 1, 2, 5, and 9. We'll stand for the final verse. We'll turn to the back doors. We'll imagine welcoming in the spirit of Shabbat, the spirit of being present, the spirit of the weekend, the spirit of getting to be at a time when there's not so much restriction on us like during the week. And we'll start on 138. L'Chadodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekavela. L'Chadodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekavela. Shamoy v'zachor b'diburecha tishmi'anu, elam yuchad Adonai echad. Shem lo echad, Hashem u'letiferet, ve'litina around. You can sit if you want. We're about to stand again in a second. So up to you. We're on page 144 for the Chatzi Kaddish. On deck is Coley Smith, who's going to be leading us in the Baruch Hu in just a moment, not quite yet. Starting at 144. Yitkadal ve'yitkadash shemei Rabbah be'alemadi ve'rachir ute ve'amanich machute be'chayechon u'vyomechon u'vchayedecho beit Yisrael bagala uvizman kari veimeru amen yehi shmei Rabba mevarach me'olam ulam me'amaya yitbarach ve'yishtabach Vitpa'ar v'tromam ve'yidnasei ve'yitadar ve'yitadar l'shemei dekudesha b'richu le'ela min kol birchata ve'shirata tushbechata ve'nechemata damirad be'alma ve'meru Amen. Please rise for the Baruch Hu. Coley, come on up, please. Turn around and we're going to lead the opening line of the Baruch Hu and you're going to do the response. Baruch Hu. Your turn. Beautiful job. We say you can have a seat. This is good practice for B'nai Mitzvah. Your job when you're in the congregation and someone gets up and does something that required courage, that was brave, that was wonderful, is Yasher Koach. Good job, to your strength. You were strong in getting up and doing that. So we're going to practice that right now. We're going to say Yasher Koach to Koli.
Yasher Koach.
Beautiful. All right. On page 150, Ben Kimmel Krell is going to lead us in Ahavat Olam, this beautiful blessing that leads us right into the Shema, all about love. I'm not doing that right. Go for it.
Ahavat Olam, Beit Yisrael, Amha Ahavta, Torah umitzvot, Hukim umishpatim, Otanu limadta. Everlasting love, you offer your people Israel by teaching us Torah and mitzvot, laws and precepts. Therefore, Adonai, our God, When we lie down and when we rise up, we will meditate in your laws and your commandments. We will rejoice in your Torah forever. Day and night we will reflect on them, for they are our life, and doing them lengthens our days. Never remove your love from us. Praise to you, Adonai, who loves your people, Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael.
Amen. And we say to Ben,
Yasher Koach.
Yasher
job,
Koach.
dude.
Beautiful. And then, as if there was no break, Emmett, come on up, leading us in the Shema. The love leads us in, the love takes us out. Ready, Emmett? We're going to cover our eyes, and Emmett's going to lead us.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shema Gedol Malchut, Olam Va'ed.
Beautiful. Yasher Koach, Emmett. So, Ahavat Olam has the word Ahava in it, which is love. And Ve'ahavta has the word love in it. Ahava, hidden inside that word. We enter the Shema with love. We exit the Shema with love. To lead us, Sadie Adelberg, Luna Megarian, Abigail Levine, and Haley Zimmerman are all going to come up. Adelberg are going to come up and lead us in the Ve'ahavta. Abigail's in the middle, I've heard. All right, come forward. Here, maybe go on this side. Come on, Sadie. Ready?
Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol nefshecha ובכל נפשך ובכל מדותיך והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבניך ושיפטם לבניך וריפאת בם ושבתך וצאתך ובלתך בטרף ושקתך וקונך ושקתם מאוד צייתך והיו תתתכות בין עיניך וחשקתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם מצוותיי והייתם קדושים ללכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות להם אלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם. Yasher Koach. Beautiful job, you guys. You know, the Ve'ahavta is one of the most ubiquitous pieces of our liturgy. We do it all the time. We do it always in tefillah. It's one of the things, like, everybody knows the Ve'ahavta because you do it constantly. It is truly one of the most difficult pieces of liturgy we have. It's so much Hebrew, and the music is Torah trope, which is also incredibly difficult. So even though it's something that everyone's heard of the Ve'ahavta, we should all know it, it's really, really hard. So Yasher Koach to all of you for getting up and doing the Ve'ahavta. That was beautiful. On 158, we move. This is very exciting. I have to say something about Mi Chamocha. Very, very exciting moment. Our Torah portion this week, this Shabbat, tomorrow morning, and tonight is Bishalach. It's the Song of the Sea. Mi chamocha, this exact text on 158 that Isaac Gus is going to read for us, is taken directly from this week's Torah portion. Every year we get to this moment and my heart gets very excited because our prayer book and our Torah align with each other. So this piece of liturgy that we do twice a day, every single day, comes from this week's Torah portion. It comes from the moment when we were enslaved and then the seas were parted, and as we were walking through the seas, we said these exact words that we're going to say tonight. They were taken from the Torah. They're so important that they were planted into our prayer book for us to say every single day. It's a very important Shabbat for that reason, because it brings these pieces together. It's a very magical moment of our prayer. So Isaac, come on up, please. Isaac is going to read it for us, and then we're going to sing it together.
Mi kamocha ba'alim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, nora tilot osa fela.
Beautiful. Yesher koach. We heard those words. Just lovely. Now we're going to sing it all together, the melody that the class has been practicing. It has 4 very fast claps, so get your hands ready. Right? Okay, here we go. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi chamocha nedar b'kodesh, nora tehilot, o sefele, mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, nora tehilot, o sefele, Baruch ata Adonai, Ga'al Yisrael. On page 160, Isaac Kipnis is going to be leading us in the Hashkivenu, also done every night of the year and on Shabbat.
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom v'hamadenu shamarenu l'chaim ufros aleinu sukkot shalamecha v'tenu b'yetza tova milfinecha. Give us a place to rest, Adonai our God. Bring us into shelter in the soft, long evening shadows of your truth. For with you are true protection and safety, and in your presence are acceptance and gentle love. Watch over us as we go forth. Prepare for us as we return. Spread over us your shelter of peace. Over all we love, over our Jerusalem and yours.
Beautiful, Isaac. Yasher koach, Baruch ata Adonai, hapores sukat shalom aleinu, ve'al kol amo Yisrael ve'al Yerushalayim. Let's sing the Hashkivenu together. I'm sorry the baby left. I thought maybe we could sing for the baby and make her feel a little calm. Maybe we'll bring her back. Amen. 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 Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom, l'shalom, l'ha'amidenu shomrenu l'chaim, ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha, ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha. Shelter us beneath your wings. Hashkivenu is not only done every evening in the evening service, whether a Tuesday or a Wednesday or a Friday, it's also meant to be said every night before you go to sleep. Just like Shema, you're supposed to say before you go to sleep. Hashkivenu is one of those texts that some people like to recite for themselves, for their children, so that they can have peaceful sleep, good dreams. It's one of these texts that it comes from the prayer book and it goes into our homes. So the last blessing, not even a blessing, the last piece of liturgy, there's no Baruch Atah Adonai, so it's not technically a blessing, but the last piece of liturgy that we recite before we go into the Amidah is the V'shamru, which is the statement that this is Shabbat. That's what it says. V'shamru Yisrael et Shabbat. We observe Shabbat. That's what we're doing here together tonight, is honoring this Shabbat day. Jonah Trost, come on forward. So Jonah's going to lead us in the melody, back and forth between melody and the verses. Ready? Whenever you're ready.
V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat l'dorotam b'rit olam. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat l'dorotam b'rit olam.
Beini u'bein Yisrael, oti le'olam, oti le'olam, oti le'olam.
V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat l'dorotam b'rit olam.
Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai, et hashamayim ve'et haaretz.
V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat l'dorotam b'rit olam.
Ubayom hashvi shavat vaynafash, shavat vaynafash, shavat vaynafash.
V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat l'dorotam b'rit olam.
Yasher koach, Jonah.
You did awesome.
Thank you.
On 164, we're going to do Adonai Sifatai Tiftach. We're going to open up with the opening blessing for the Amidah out loud together. We're going to stand for that. And then we're just going to get quiet. I know it's hard to be quiet. We're just going to get quiet. And I often think that certainly this is probably the only moment this week that you'll be quiet in a sanctuary. Maybe it's the only moment this week that you're going to have much quiet at all. If that is the case, really embrace the quiet. It'll be very short, and we'll come out with some Oseh Shalom. So please rise. So what's going to happen now is I'm going to turn around. I'm going to stay standing. I'm going to do the text in the book. But I'm not going to see what any of you are doing. So if you want to sit down and close your eyes and close your book, you're allowed to do that and just get quiet. If you want to stay standing, you can do that too. If you want to read, you can read the book. If you want to not read the book, you don't have to read the book. It's up to you. This is your moment to make of your prayer what you want. Shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom. Shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. And to seal this part of our service, Morgan, Taylor, and Cole on page 180 are coming up to read, I believe. You guys know what you're doing?
Do we just read all?
Okay, you can read it again. Yeah, go for it.
All of it, or just like the parts that you said?
Yeah, whatever you prefer. Just go so shalom.
We just read all of it.
Just read it again. Yeah. Go for it. Go now.
Oseh shalom brimuma, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol Yisrael.
Yoshvei
Yoshvei tevel v'imru, Amen.
How about English too?
May the one who makes peace in the high heavens make peace for us, for all the Israel and all who inhabit the earth. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Yasher Koa. You know what's an amazing thing about Oseh Shalom, which we all know when we sing it? Oseh Shalom Bimromav is one of God's names. God has many, 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 many names in our tradition, and one of them is those three words, Oseh Shalom Bimromav, the one who makes peace in the heavens. All of that together is one of the many names that we call God. That you're the one who makes peace. May you, the one who makes peace, make peace for us here on earth. So we have a few students who are going to do a little bit of Torah teaching for us this evening. One of the beautiful things about our 4th grade class is that they learn about mitzvot. They learn about the 10 Commandments. They learn about the receiving of Torah at Sinai. And this Shabbat is really, it's a very, very, very important Shabbat in our tradition because it's the Shabbat of the Song of the Sea as we pass through the waters. But it's not just the passing through, it's where we're going. So we left slavery, we moved through the sea. Moses, of course, held out his rod, the seas parted, we walked through, and then suddenly we were in the middle of the desert. We didn't know what to do. We had been slaves, now we're free. What are we supposed to do as human beings when we can make our own rules? And so God realized right away, the first thing that had to happen was we had to be given some rules. We had to be given the Torah so that we knew what to do, so that we knew how to act, so we knew how to be kind, so we could have a society that made sense. So the very first thing that happens in Yitro is a creation of a society and rules being given. So our 4th graders are going to talk to us about the 10 Commandments this evening. We have 3 readers. Coley, come on back up. Sadie and Hannah. We'd love to hear your offerings about this Torah portion. You can come at the same time. Yeah, come on up, all 3 of you. Sadie, you want to go first? Okay, you're first.
Okay, here, ready?
Why I think God chose to give the 10 Commandments all at the same time. I think God chose to give the 10 Commandments to everyone instead of saying them individually, because if God said the 10 Commandments separately, then people would be less likely to remember the commandments and follow them. Imagine if you were there when God was saying the 10 Commandments. You follow them. Also, when people witnessed the thunder, lightning, and the blare of the shofar in the mountain smoking, everyone was terrified except for Moses. But Moses explained how it was God speaking and trying to get the people to fear him so they will follow the 10 Commandments. This is why God chose to speak to everyone all at once.
Exactly. There's so much to be said about that. I don't know if we're supposed to comment on each piece. Yasher Koach, thank you, Naomi. Yes, Yasher Koach, beautiful. There's something incredibly powerful about the fact, as you said, that we didn't get them individual commandments, and we didn't get them just one person at a time. We got them all together as a community. And here's the thing about the Torah that's so incredibly special. What we say is that it happened then to them, to the Israelites then, and to us, that we were there. And so whatever they experienced, we experienced too. So we get to kind of imagine, like you said, it was scary. We were standing at the foot of the mountain and it was terrifying, and the only one maybe who wasn't scared was Moses. I think Moses was maybe a little scared too. But we imagine how incredible and scary it was to be there, not just like thinking that they had that experience, but that we did too. And there was something about experiencing something scary and holy. It's a little easier to do it when you have your people around you, right? So just like this, you're doing something kind of a little scary, getting in front of a microphone, and you have your people all around you. We keep doing this thing over and over again. We talk Torah with all the people you love that are all around you. All right, who's our next brave person? All right, here comes Hannah.
Hello, my name is Hannah and I am a 3 reader. Here is my Shabbat speech. My first question is, why do we even have commandments? My opinion is that commandments are like rules. So if there were no commandments, the world would be in chaos, and all the commandments would have not been there, so people would murder and steal. So that is all what my opinion is about why we should even have commandments. My second question is, which is the hardest commandment for me? The hardest commandment for me is coveting. For those of you who do not know what covet means to want something that somebody else has. Coveting is hard. Coveting is hard for me because I always want something my friends have. For example, one time my friend had a doll that I wanted, or another time my friend had a swing in her backyard that I wanted. This makes me think that I should appreciate what I have and not always think about what other people have that I want. This is why coveting is the hardest commandment for me. Which is the easiest commandment for me to keep is honoring my parents. Why I think that is because your parents make you meals and put you to bed. Also, parents buy you gifts on your birthday and take you places on vacation and to theme parks like Disneyland and Universal Studios. Your parents do a lot for you, and the least you can do for them is honor them and help them with stuff. Something that I realize is the more you do, the happier they will be. That is why I think honoring your parents is the easiest commandment. Thank you for your time.
Hannah, I didn't know what you were going to say, but I think the hardest commandment is coveting too. I really do. I think it's the hardest one. And the commandments are all written because they're actually things that we struggle with, right? We wouldn't be commanded to do things that were really easy, although thank God you think it's easy to honor your parents. That's fabulous. But I think we were given the commandments because we're all humans and we struggle with stuff. So excellent. I love that. Yes, I think coveting is really, really hard. Not wanting the things that your friends have. Okay. Coley, you're up.
Okay. I'm supposed to be answering stuff about like what people worshipped back then and what people would worship today. Back then, never mind. The second commandment is that you shall have no other gods besides me. What other gods were available to worship? This was the time of the Egyptians, so I was thinking like Egyptian gods, including Ra and Osiris. Also, some people worship stuff today like money and clothes.
Excuse me. Beautiful. Yasher Koach. You just did by saying what could be something that we worship today, that people worshiped then. That's exactly the kind of thing you do when you're writing a bar mitzvah devar Torah. You're looking at the Torah portion and saying, how can I make that relevant to today? And can I add one thing that I think people worship? Phones. Screens in general. I think we get lost in thinking that our screens have all the power. Nicely done, Yasher Koach. Beautiful job. Ooh, can we have a big Yasher Koach to all of our fourth graders, please? Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, we're going to move to Aleinu. On page 586, fourth graders, will you all come up, please, to open the ark for Aleinu? Oh, please rise.
Did we get robbed?
We didn't get robbed. The other Torah's in the other room. I'm going to go get it. Don't worry, it's here.
This one counts too.
Yeah, it counts too.
Aleinu leshabeach ladon hakol, latein gidula leotzer bereishit, shelo asanu kegoyei aratzot, velo samanu kemishpachot ha'adama, shelo samenu kahem, vegor aleinu kechol hamonam.
אנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו Please be seated. On page 598, we are in the period of Shiv'ah, the first 7 days for Mary and Wilma Caulfield, and for Mark Tornheim. We're in the period of Shloshim, the first 30 days for Natalie Greenberg, Lauren Kaplan, and Rosemarie Chappelle. And it's the yahrzeit, the Shabbat, of Alma Burkus, Mary Blumberg, Lauren Burns, Terrence Leon Fine, Shoshana Maisel Fogel, Jean Glazer, Ria Katz, Lynn Kaufman, Jean Kendall, Nathan Lerner, Milton Lopp, Daryl Mursky, Sydney Morse, Etta Rankin, Beatrice Slater, Mildred Volov, Sydney Volov, and Joyce Weiss. Are there other names this evening for Kaddish? If you are in mourning or observing a yahrzeit, I invite you to rise first. And if it's your custom to rise along with the mourners, please do so. We're on 598. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, be'alma divrach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon uvyomechon, uv'chayei dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala uvizman kari v'imru, Amen. Yehi shemei Rabbah mevarach le'alam ulomei almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar v'yit'aleh v'yithalal shemei dekudsha berichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata da'amiran be'alma v'imru. Amen. Yehi shalama rabba min shemaya v'chayim alinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Ose shalom b'imromav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel v'imru. Amen. You can have a seat. John Rubenfeld has our announcements this evening.
Shabbat Shalom. Wow, what a service. I think we have some people that could do some sermons on maybe holidays. Who knows, man? You'll be a year older and a year wiser. This is a great service, and I want to, at least from the temple, we want to congratulate the fourth graders for doing just a fabulous job. But there's always someone that has to lead them, and I just want to reach out to Miss Fasman, who my son went through, and she got him up here on the beam on fourth grade as well. So Ellen, thank you so much for continuing what you've been doing, not just this year, but for many, many years. I won't say how many, but for many years. All right, on to announcements. We'll make them quick because we got an One to go to here, and we got to have some singing before. But everybody knows that we have a gala tomorrow, and we hope that everybody that has bought a ticket will show up. And also, if you're unable to show up, we do have a live online auction, so you guys can still participate. And there's fabulous gifts that are waiting for you just from a click away, as we say. That's our what was it, our covenant that we want. And then, of course, kids, you listening, we have the Purim Festival coming up on March 5th, just 4 weeks away on Sunday. And so you get to dress up and get your groggers out and have just a great time. So hopefully it's going to be at B'nai Shalom, and it will be a great community event. And lastly, how many people have done the Shabbat on the block? Because it's back. And I know we've had COVID for a few years, but if you haven't gone to a Shabbat on the block, it's a place where congregants host other congregants, and they have a Shabbat dinner. We don't have Shabbat services, and so it's one of those old school where you get to know your fellow congregants, and you get to break challah and toast the wine, and it is just a fabulous time. So I hope that everybody that has an opportunity to participate, do so. So thank you, and I think we'll end it right there.
Thank you, John. We'll close with an Oseh Shalom, and we'll move into the Oneg together and do Kiddush and Motzi, and then we'll have an Oneg. Great, yes, beautiful. We're going to do the Alana Jagoda version of Oseh Shalom. She translates, "May the one who makes peace bring it down to us. Please, God, we say." Here we go. Oseh Shalom, Bimromav. Oseh Shalom, Bimromav. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. Oseh shalom, bimromav. Oseh shalom, bimromav. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu. 1, 2, 3, 4. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. Mazal tov, yasher koach to the fourth graders, to Maura Ellen. We're going to move into the social hall. Please wait for the blessings before you take food. We'll see you in there in just a minute.
Disappeared. Her network just disappeared.
Oh, awesome. I know. You don't have to come over if you're too tired. Oh, okay. You can get ready to bed. You can get ready to bed.
I have presents to give.
Okay.
Unless Ezra's not there.
You could still give without him there.